Hi everyone and welcome to Club1 Episode 8 of Rolling in the Isles, an FM22 British Isles Journeyman series with me, the United City FM. Welcome along. So, things are heating up. We've got 2 more games to play for this current season, and we're going to get through both of those in today's recording. There is not going to be an episode out tomorrow, which is Friday for those watching in. So just bear that in mind. But for today, we're going to do a double game episode and finish off this season. The importance of it: we are in a 5-game process where we need to get 9 points in total to save my job here at Limavady United. Things haven't been going brilliantly. The board are unhappy. So far, out of 2 games played, we've got 3 points. We need another 3 points at least today. And then, of course, we have a summer transfer window, and we come back for 1 more game at the beginning of next season to see whether we can keep our job. That's the 5th of the 5 matches. So, important stuff today. Today, we play Tobermoor United and Moyola Park in the league. Let's see how we get on. Welcome back to Limavady United. So, if you're enjoying watching me struggle in FM22, which a lot of you seem to be doing, which is great with me, then make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Give me a little bit of a like on this particular episode. That would be fantastic if you could click that for me. And we will get on with some more Limavady. So, it has been a struggle. Last episode, though, we did get our first win in those 5 matches in game number 2 to get 3 points against Bangor. So, that was a 1-0 win. Away from home. Today we played Tobermoor United first up, and they're a place above us in the league. We're in 8th, they're in 7th. So it's a good opportunity for us to play a team around us, maybe get some more points on the board, which would be great. Moyola Park, who is our last game of this season, are currently sitting in 3rd. So you can see that one's a little bit more tricky, but we will do our very best. So up first, Tobermoor United. Let's get into it. So, firstly, the first encouraging bit of news is that we've got a full-strength squad to choose from. Everybody's fit and healthy. We've given enough game time, enough rest time, enough breaks between matches, etc., that we've managed to get all of these players through to this point, which is really good. I have continued just tweaking little bits. If we go through here, fluid counter-attack. At the moment, we're working on the wings, and the reason that we're working on the wings is the formation, really. The opportunity to get these 2 wide fullbacks in support of these 2 wingers means that I think there's an overload on each side, an opportunity for an overload on each side, supported by these central midfield players. So it's just a way of getting the ball down the pitch. Potentially we could go through the middle, but at the moment we're working on the sides and trying to get some balls in for the opposite person to be supporting the play and one of these central midfielders to be supporting the play as well. That's the intention. It worked in the last match, so I'm not changing it too much at this point. But what I would say is I have just narrowed the width just a little bit. We've changed up the passing directness just a little bit and slowed the tempo just a little bit. So there's a couple of little minor tweaks in there, but everything else is pretty much the same as we go through. So just at the moment, we're going to keep with this one because we won the last match. We'll see what happens today against Tobermoor. But for the game, because we've got a full-strength squad, I've gone with Wells in goal, Carlin, McMullen, Grimley, Watt and McKeever in defence. We've got King, McCallion, Harkin and Tolland in midfield, and Pomeroy up top, and a 5-man bench ready to get involved if need be. So, for the first time today, let's get into today's match and see what happens. Because we're at home, we've gone ultra positive on the team talk. So I've pumped the fist and I've said, this is a match we should be winning. Make sure we do. Let's get out and see how we get on. We're going to skip the intro even, just get straight into kickoff and see what the first highlight brings. Hopefully, we can control the game early on, get an early goal and settle the nerves down a little bit. The opposition, Tobermoor, have come in with a 4-4-2 formation. So we'll see how we compete with that. We are obviously in our blue shirts. So we get the first highlight of the match at 10 minutes. We had a left-sided throw and we switched to play more centrally just at the moment. Dropped it back into defence to keep hold of the ball, which is positive. I don't mind that at all. I don't mind the slower build-up as long as we get the opportunity at the end of it. And we did, and we hit the post and the ball rolls along the goal line and then the defence come and clear it away. The goalkeeper was beaten. The post was not, unfortunately, but a good early indication that we've got our tails up just a little bit. You can see again, early in the game, it's the same old story that the opposition create many more chances than we do. It's just about putting one of them away, isn't it, and settling the game down. That's the only hope that we've got, really. And we kind of need to do it now. Otherwise, we're in real danger of losing this particular position here at Limavady. And I don't want to do that. I want to make this successful if I can. I want to be able to turn this around. I feel like if we can give ourselves a chance to win the opening game of next season and take those 9 points at that point, I think we've got a chance of doing that, because I think I can build a team in the summer that's capable of being better next season. It's just about giving ourselves that opportunity. And so far, we need another 3 points to do that at the very, very minimum. And today, it's been all right. We've got through to half-time. We're 0-0. But look at the statistics for the match. For a team that are trying to help me save my job, it's not particularly inspiring, is it? Only a couple of shots at goal, one on target, 0.08 XG rating, the expected goals rating. We've had a little bit of possession that they haven't, but that's about it. And there's not much more to tell on that one. So at half-time, we're actually going to change things up, because Tobermoor haven't done enough against us to make us too concerned about them. So we're going to have to go for this one in the second half, because I feel like the second game in today's episode is going to be a little bit harder. So first off, we're going to thrash the arms. Isn't good enough, unacceptable. We go back into the training and we're going to match them in the 4-4-2. So we're going to take one of our defenders out and we're going to put them up top alongside Pomeroy. And then we're going to actually replace Grimley with Mullen. He's going to come off the bench and play in the 4-4-2. We're going to put Pomeroy up there as the poacher. We're going to leave Mullen in the deep lying forward role just to connect the play just a little bit more. And we're actually going to move the wide men up as well. There's no point in us being passive in this particular situation for this particular match. In the next game, we're going to keep our shape probably. But let's go positive. And we're actually going to change everything up. So we're going to go... let's go into the Gegenpress. Why not? We'll go full bore at it. We'll go attacking, and we'll play half a game of football. I can't even get my words out. And we'll just see whether we can make this work for us on this particular occasion to get something out of this particular match. Shouts, we go in and we fire them up, and I want them fully on the front foot. So a good cross, an early opportunity. Pomeroy turns in the box and blasts it over the top, unfortunately. The chance was there early in the second half, though. That's encouraging in itself. We're obviously probably going to open ourselves up a little bit further back to Tobermoor having a couple of chances themselves. It's about who can hit the net first, really, at this point, and potentially get the momentum of the game. Again, it's a highlight for us at 57 minutes, working it nicely at the back, switching it from left to right. On that far side, King takes over. McCallion in central midfield, drops it back to defence to keep possession of the ball, drawing them onto us, which is great. There's the opportunity to move it forward. We get really lucky, and then Pomeroy gets one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and the keeper wins the battle and pushes it behind for a corner. Really lucky. The defender messed up, and Pomeroy got through. Didn't quite do enough, though, to get the shot on in the goal. On the right-hand side, we're still working the pressure and pressing them a little bit, trying to make them make an error of some sort that we can pick up a loose ball. Let's see if we can do that. The highlight goes at that point. Some encouraging signs, but here come Tobermoor, and they had a really good chance. It was a fantastic free kick on that far side of the penalty box, swept it across the 6-yard box at the near post as we look at it. They had a header at goal, but it went over the top of the bar, and surely that's got to go in, and it didn't. A double shot. King on the far side gets the shot in. The goalkeeper parries it across the goal. Open net, but a defender just gets back for the second shot to come in and dives at the ball and manages to put it behind for a corner. The corner comes in and doesn't lead to much. We're piling on the pressure. How are we going to get caught out at the back? Tobermoor on the ball, down in our our left-hand side there, right in our corner of the penalty box. They're trying to work an opportunity. We're pushing them back, but they have made it through, and they've scored a goal, and that is absolutely disastrous for us. 69 minutes on the clock. We're going to watch the highlight through. I didn't mean to pause it there. Please unpause. There you go. And just get rid of this highlight. See whether they were onside or offside. Now, were they offside? Is that offside? I think it is. I can't quite tell with the bits that they've got there. It is just slightly offside. We were let off there by millimetres, it looked like. 15 minutes to go. We've got an opportunity ourselves. Now, this is my strongest 11, and the next game, in game time, there's about 3 or 4 weeks between the two matches for whatever reason. So I feel happy in leaving this lot out here to finish off the game because we're in good, we've got a good attacking momentum just at the moment. So we're not going to make any changes, and there's plenty of rest before the last game of the season. So it should be okay. But let's see if we can get through and find a late winner. We've got 10 minutes to play. Oh, no, it's another free kick from Tobermoor. They take it short to the top of the box. The taker gets it back in. That's brilliant work by Harkin down the left-hand side. Pomeroy out here to get involved in the play. We've got a free man, and he messes up the shot really badly. Really badly. King through on goal in the middle of the penalty box. And he kind of just drifts the shot really comfortably back to the goalkeeper. We're still keeping the pressure on, but Tobermoor win the ball, and they go direct over the top, and they're through in goal again. Oh, we're going to have to do it the hard way, potentially, against Mayola Park, a higher divisional rival in this particular league this season, because that goal there for Tobermoor with 8-9 minutes left is a real blow. If there's no offside here again, they managed to squeeze it in at the near post. The goalkeeper was flapping, really. Should have been able to cover that near post better, and we do go 1-0 down. So now we do have to make the changes. There's not much else we can do. So what are we going to do? That is a very good question. We've got King playing badly. A couple of our strikers are not doing great. So let's do this. Let's put King through the middle. Oh, please stop doing that. That drives me nuts. Just let me find it in there. I can never do that first time. And we're going to move Tolland in behind, and we're going to go route 1. King's going to play in the deep lying forward role. We'll put him as a target man in the centre point. So we'll do that. And we'll have Pomeroy as the poacher. Tolland will have to play out of position. And there's no alternative, really. We're going to boot it up there. We're going to push our wing backs up to attack as well. And we're just going to see if we can get a little bit lucky in these last few minutes of the match. Out of cautious, into attacking. All I'm interested in is getting it up the pitch and trying to get an opportunity. Obviously, I'd quite like to keep a defensive shape at the back as well, but it's more important to get some chances. And you can immediately tell it's not going to happen. The time is just flying by, and it's Tobermoor again with another free kick. If we can clear this, there is a chance there. But I don't think there will be. I think it will go over the top. It does go over the top, and that will be the final whistle. And again, we lose. That's really, really disappointing. We had 14 shots at goal. We had 6 on target. We had an XG rating of 1.18, which is above the one that we should be getting a goal from. And we don't convert our chances. That's going to cause us a problem. We've got one more opportunity at the back end of this season to get 3 points to get us through the summer. to hopefully give us a chance to save the job at the beginning of next season. Mayola Park are sitting up in about third at the moment. They're a much trickier prospect than this lot were. It's also away from home. We're going to have to do this the hard way. So here we are for the final game of the season. So the situation is that we've played 3 of our 5 games to get 9 points to save the job here at Limavady. And we've only got 3 points from those 3 games so far. So in theory, if we do not win this match, we can't get to 9 points in the 5 matches. So we're probably going to get sacked. So that's the situation. This is the last game of this season. So the 5th game will happen at the beginning of next season, should we get to it. For the game, the last game of the season, we're playing Mayola Park. Now, originally, they were in about 3rd place at the start of this particular episode. They're now down in 5th. So hopefully that means that their form isn't particularly good. They're on the decline, and we can catch them a little bit cold. It's wishful thinking, it's hopeful thinking, it's everything thinking. Please help me, FM gods, if you're listening. If Sports Interactive have actually got their eyes on this and are actually spying through me through the webcam and all that kind of stuff, now's the time to flick the switch and give me some good form. I'm sure they saw that. It'll be fine. We'll get it. So my assistant gave me a load of advice in terms of how to change the team around and other things. And to be honest, I thought, well, I'm going to listen to him. He's obviously got a handle on it. He's got some thoughts. So we're going to put it all on the assistant. And if we lose this game, it's his fault, not mine. So there are 1 or 2 personnel changes in here. The first being that McCallion, unfortunately, is suspended for today's match. Because he picked up too many yellow cards over the season. So we've had to rearrange things anyway. And one change led to another. And it's just about finding the right players for the right positions. And it's a little bit tricky, to say the least. So for the last time this season, and maybe as the manager of Limavady will find out, we're going in with our 5-4-1. We've got to remain structured and defensively tight in this first half to then potentially open it up in the second half. We'll see. But for the game, we're going in with Wells in goal, Watt, Grimley, Devlin, McCullen and Tolland in the defence, King, Carlin, Harkin and Brennan, easy for me to say, in midfield, and Pomeroy up top with a 5-man bench all ready to get involved should they be needed. Fingers crossed, legs crossed, toes crossed, everything crossed. We need these 3 points. Let's see if we can do it. So unfortunately, there wasn't a team talk that said, I'm about to lose my job, play for me, please get a goal, let's do this together kind of thing. There wasn't, unfortunately. So all we could do was pump the fist and say to them, last time out, they did us over. We need to get revenge on that. Let's show them who we really are. It got a bit of motivation from the players. It'll just have to do today, basically. One final push away from home. That's unfortunate. We've got a 4-3-3 formation that we're up against, and we will see how we get on. But hopefully we find a goal from somewhere and just put them under a little bit of pressure. Let's see. And it's unfortunately, it's Mayola Park who get the first opportunity. 4 minutes in, they're working the ball nicely across the midfield, back over to the right-hand side, and they've cut it inside again, top of the penalty box, dropped it back over the top of the defence. They're still in possession. The cross comes in, the goal goes in. We are in a lot of trouble. 4 minutes in, that is. Defensively, not good enough. It's really passive. They weren't really getting any challenges in. They weren't really pushing to try and make an error. Oh dear, do we change it up already? 4 minutes in? Do we sit and hopefully see the next few minutes out and become a little bit more defensively solid? It's a highlight for us. The next highlight, 6 minutes in. So only a couple of minutes after the goal was scored. Let's see if we can get a positive, quick response in terms of getting a goal ourselves. If we don't, we might have to change this up already and go a little bit more attacking. That, again, is ridiculous. Defensively, they dwelled on the ball. Mayola Park were all over them. It was simple to take the ball away from, like candy from a baby, isn't it, really? And they blast the shot over the top. We are in a lot of trouble here, potentially. It's not surprising. We've been in a lot of trouble all season long. 15 minutes in, though, we're going to have to do this from behind. So we are going to have to change this up. When do I do that? Do I do that now? Yep, we're going to do that now. 27 minutes in. The game is drifting along a little bit. We've had a few minutes of not a lot of action. So unfortunately, we can't do anything other than change it up. The question is, how do we change it up? And that is a really, really good question. It's not going to be easy to do, particularly, and remain secure. So what are we going to do? I have no idea. I really don't. I'm looking at this going, who do I take off? They're all really, really bad. Nobody's doing anything for me, really. So let's go do something different. Let's go put these in here. And we're going to move Guy in there. It's not actually a change of personnel. These players, doesn't matter where you play them, really, it feels like. So let's go with, excuse me for that. Let's put him as a trequartista. Let's put him, we'll leave him where he is in the attacking midfield role. We're going to leave these central three as they are, trying to win the ball back and be competitive. We've got a little bit of attacking ability down in these fullback areas. We'll leave him on support, I think, but Tolland is more of an attacking player. So as the wing back, we will move him to attack. And then what we're going to do is go through the centre, vertical tiki-taka, take the overlap off. We're going to be more expressive. We'll change that up no, we won't. We'll leave it exactly as that is. But we're now going through the centre because that's where the crowd of players are, potentially. We're going to press from there. We're going to counter from there. Let's distribute higher up the pitch, I think, and try and support the play from behind that. High and high is fine. Press is fine. Let's do that. I think that's what we're going to do. I mean, it's all just chuck it at the wall and see what happens, really. There's no particular plan behind that other than let's put everybody through the middle, try and dominate the centre of the pitch and see if we can get any chances from it, really. Because what we've been doing so far has been not good enough because we are a goal down again. Can we get a goal back before half-time? Is that too much like wishful thinking? I mean, they've got a couple of players that are already on 7-point-something average rating for this match. We've got no one anywhere near it. We've had 3 shots at goal. They've had 6 again. So you can see that they're dominating that particular statistic. We've had more possession, but possession is fine, but we're not doing anything with it enough. So we're going to go into the dressing room. We're going to throw the water bottle. What was that? Get your acts together. Start playing football. We're going to go into the tactic. And I noticed that we were in the balance mentality. We're going to have to go attacking. We're just going to have to lump it up and sort of follow it up as much as we... Well, not lump it up, but get it up to the top of the pitch quicker and follow it up behind it as much as we can. So go into the shouts. Fire them up for the second half. Come on, boys. One effort. That's all I care about. Just get me through to the summer with an opportunity to win next season's opening fixture and take those 9 points that we need. We need a win. We desperately need a win. And we're not going to get it, are we? No, we're not. It's 2-0. The problem that I've got is that we're chasing our tails all the time. You change things up because you need to do something and they find the gaps. And the gaps, again, are on the wide areas now because we've played it through the centre. So what did the goalkeeper do? Now that we've asked him to play through the centre, he sends it out wide. They're just not good enough. They're just not good enough as players. They make really stupid decisions. He gifted them a goal. He gave it straight to a player on the opposition with nobody around them at all. And it just gave them a counter-attack opportunity immediately. What can I do as the manager when they make silly decisions like that? They've gone straight through again. We're lucky to get away with that one. The post saves us on that one. it's not good enough. They're on the attack again. We're going to go back in and switch these guys out. We're going to match them 4-3-3 basically. Still play the same way, but just keep some width about us, I guess, ultimately. The through the middle wasn't working because nobody was putting it through the middle. What can you do? I'm really cross about that goalkeeping clearance. That is ridiculous. How is it you can ask them to play through the middle and he puts it in the one area of the pitch you've got no players? That's really silly. Anyway, we've got the ball. That's not too bad. Now we lose the ball. That is really bad. I shouldn't have said anything. I should just sit here in silence probably. And now we're going to get a player sent off. We did. A second yellow card for Tolland down this left-hand side. What can you do? Seriously, how many things can go against me on this particular match? Just when you need it to go your way. Anyway, okay. Right. Devlin is a central defender, so we can drop him back. Do we play a back four? I think we probably do. Let's take one of those yellow cards out of the back line and switch him to there. Not there. There. Thank you. Put him in alongside Grimley. Yeah, we'll just play that then, really, won't we? I think we're done. I think this game is going to lose me my job. Well, it's not this game. This season has gone badly. But just at the point where you need... I mean, you know, I made changes and they've dominated. Look, I mean, they've had 16 shots at goal. We've had 5. It's not good enough. We're nowhere near good enough. Good luck to anybody who's coming in after me, though, to sort this mess out. They're going to need it. 16 minutes on the clock. One last effort would be good to see if we can get anything from this particular match. Would be nice. But again, it's Mayola Park on the ball because they've got that extra man now. They're just playing it around and teasing us, and we're going to get a second player sent off. I actually give up. I give up on this one. There's nothing I can do. We've had 2 players sent off. We've had a goalkeeper gift a goal to the opposition. Oh. We've still got 15 minutes to play. Oh, dear. That's mad. Why am I even trying to... I don't know what to do. Oh, well, we'll just go fluid counter-attack. Why not? Got to play something. Might as well play that. So, I would imagine... I can't imagine that we will be here at the beginning of next season now. I just can't see why they would let us be. So next episode, we'll probably be coming back for a new club. It'll give me the weekend to figure out what I'm doing and which jobs are available to us, if any. I mean, this is quite a low level for us to come in at, and we haven't done well here. So who's going to give me a job? But somebody will, you would imagine. So, yeah, I'm just going to have to find something new, I guess. But so disappointing. Look at that formation. That's ridiculous. Oh, dear. Well, that went really, really well, didn't it? 2-0 defeat, 2 players sent off, gifted them a goal. They piled on the pressure and we absolutely crumbled. If I don't lose my job now, I think the board need their heads read. Let's see how we go. So I've played on about a day or 2 after the last match of the season just to see if they would immediately do something with me in terms of my job, etc. They haven't. They've been very quiet. We've been through the final sort of review of the season kind of setup as well. I think what's going to happen is that for some really bizarre reason, they're going to let me go through the summer, come back next season, play 1 game, not reach the 9 points because it's now impossible to do it, and then sack me potentially, which is really bizarre. I don't know whether I want to do that or not in terms of go through a summer, try and rebuild a side in a better way, and then lose my job after 1 game next season. So what would you do? Would you quit? Would you try and turn it around and hope that over the summer somehow they decide to have a change of heart and give me a little bit more time somehow? What would be your thought? I've got a weekend now to figure it out. There again, just to reiterate, there won't be a Friday episode of this week. It's my birthday, and myself and my missus are out for the day, so I won't have a video out or a live stream on Friday afternoon, just so everybody's aware. So I've got a couple of days to think about this. So when you watch this one, put a comment in the comments below, and just let me know what you would do. Would you quit? Would you stay? Would you try and rebuild? Would you hope that they'd give you more time? What would be the thought? Let me know. This has been utterly disastrous in every way. I've enjoyed Football Manager 22 so far for the improvements they've made. I've had a really tough time though, enjoying the save so far. It's been interesting. It's been funny in its way, but I need to find some success now. I need to find a team that I can actually put on the pitch and they might actually kick a football around and do something. Can we find that at these levels? Probably not really, but just something better than this would be good. Anyway, we'll find that out next episode. Next Monday, we'll be back with more Rolling in the Aisles in some form. It'll either be with Limavady, or it'll be someone else, or we'll be looking for work, or something will be going on, because we're not done yet by a long shot. There's a long way to go in this series. But just at the moment, it's really, really frustrating. Anyway, that's going to do it for today. Thank you for sticking with it. I really appreciate it. There's going to be better days ahead, I assure you. Till then, take care. Enjoy your weekend, whatever it is you're up to. Don't forget to let me know what you think. Don't forget to leave a subscription on the channel if you haven't already, and come and join the United City community. Click a like button on the episode. Go check all the links in the description below to all my social medias, all that kind of stuff. And I will see you very, very soon. Bye for now.